Suns start at now over Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Anthony DeSclafani is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
John Jaso heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
First baseman, number 28.
The game's opening pitch is taken for ball 1 as we get started here tonight right on time at 7:10. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
I just think they were sort of flat in the opener. They didn't play with a whole lot of inspiration, and that was reflected in the final score.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first out. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, one guy that's always worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. Last month, he drove in over 20 runs. He's proven he's one of the best run producers in this lineup, and if he can continue that level of production, it's going to go a long way toward helping this team win ball games.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, there is some feeling that Jansen can struggle occasionally with pitches on the corners. I've seen both hitters and pitchers be confused by his calls on the black at times, so we'll see if that shows up in this one.
In tight, awfully tight, 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
And here's a fastball for a strike, 2-1 now.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters' counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
Pulled toward right center field. Peraza is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, these guys have the highest fielding percentage in the National League. As a guy on the mound, you really enjoy that because you know they're going to pick you up.
Andrew McCutchen will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And a curveball's high him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Now it'll be the Reds' turn, no score. Jeff Locke gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's got an ERA of under 3.5, which is pretty decent for a starter. Pretty good chance that we'll see a good start from him here in this one.
Jose Peraza comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Jose Peraza.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Eric, we look at this Pirate ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
They've been good away from home here, too. They've won 3 of their first 4 on this road trip, and that's a sign that these guys are really coming together as a ball club.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
Well, this team runs pretty well. They drive the ball into the gap pretty well. And as long as they keep avoiding the double play ball and let the game come to them and just drive in runs when they get the opportunities, they're going to be just fine.
Eugenio Suarez will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Locke gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, somebody you don't want to test in this outfield, the left fielder. He's got a very good arm, very aggressive, charges balls extremely well, and covers a lot of ground.
Joey Votto will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And this is swung on and missed as they jump ahead of Votto here, 0-2.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Line toward the gap in left center. And he will reach up to make the catch. Oh, what a play that time, as that ball had extra bases written all over it. But with that catch, the inning is over. Starling Marte will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin playing.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
David Freese will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. First delivery to him on the way. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there, or he'll take advantage.
And he misses again, 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Marte off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And that may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
No one out with a runner at second. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full, 3-2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Fortunately here, no advance from that runner at second base, so he stays still. But the problems are going to deepen here as he puts runners on first and second now on what will be scored an infield single.
Francisco Cervelli will step forward now. Currently third in the National League batting race to begin play.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
from the stretch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
The 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Line toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
And this one could have been big trouble here, but this carries out there just far enough to find the outfielder's glove. And that means that both runners, neither of whom were running on contact, are forced to head back to where they started.
Josh Harrison will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Well, you know, Eric and I like to talk a lot about pitchers keeping hitters off balance at the plate. And this is an excellent illustration of what we're talking about. Now, we didn't like to be off balance at the plate, but this is what you get. He goes fast, then slow, fast, then slow. They never give him the same pitch or the same speed twice in a row. And that's how you keep a guy's timing all messed up.
Here's Jordy Mercer now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll come in here at 263. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Jay Bruce will stand in as we show you the numbers for his last 8 ball games, and he continues to be as hot as anyone on the ball club.
Jay Bruce.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Turned on down the line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. In there, a base hit. And he is in there.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Coming to the plate now, Adam Duvall. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Lock sets. First pitch on its way. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field. And this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
The catcher, Devin Mesoraco, stands in. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The batting average down in the low 210s. 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Batting 7th, second baseman.
Brandon Phillips will dig in, and with Great American being one of the best hitters parks around, no surprise that he's a much better hitter here in Cincinnati than he is out on the road. Smoke toward third. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Boy, that guy on the mound right now needs a double play in the worst way. That's 4 straight hits now to start the inning. He just needs something to go his way.
Zach Cozart will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Served out to left off the end of the bat. And that's in there. Base hit. In with it here is Marte, and that's going to hold that runner at third base.
Well, when you've got a batting average down there where he is, you don't normally get rewarded with a whole lot of these. This is the old dying quail, but he's able to dunk it in there and get a base hit.
Anthony DeSclafani will dig in now. The 6th man to bat in the inning with still nobody out.
And it's been sort of a domino effect here in this half inning. Nobody wants to be the first guy to make an out, and so far, nobody has.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so we probably won't be working the corners. Bases
loaded here, nobody out. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike one.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
Oh, with the bases loaded, now this is not the time to be helping a guy out.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Chopped weakly to the left, reined in. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Well, this was a definite strikeout situation with the pitcher at the plate. But you got to give the guy credit. He put the ball in play and helped himself out with that RBI ground out.
Jose Peraza will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Good arm action there, but this one misses, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Nope. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches that he wasn't biting on. Now, don't be surprised if he goes back to something harder here on 2-2.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
With 1 out, definitely a strikeout situation with 2 men in scoring position. And that is a great pitch right there to pick up a very important second out.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1.
And this is a spot where you got a chance to put away a team early. So this becomes a very important at-bat for both teams.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Had him out in front there as he takes strike one on the circle change. 3 runs already home here. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
The 2-1 on its way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, he just hasn't been able to find any kind of groove out there. Hasn't been able to hit his spots. And now at 3-1, he's put him in yet another great hitting count.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And the count will be full. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And another foul ball. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hot shot on the ground to short. Taken in by Mercer. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 Cincinnati. Jeff Locke set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Yeah, a tough situation here. He has the long inning on the mound, and then he's got to turn right around and lead off the next half inning.
In for a strike. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
Well, it's always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher, and he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
John Jaso will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Duvall is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Striding into the box, Gregory Polanco. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
High in the air out to center field. Peraza giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. Still down 3-0. Joey Votto, who get the first chance here in the inning for the Reds. After him comes Jay Bruce.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Locke has his target. First pitch on the way. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
I think this is one of those at-bats where he just couldn't help himself out there. And we're going to check it out again right here on Show Track. The thing that stands out right away, well, look at the pitches. Are any of them even strikes? I mean, if you have a little bit more discipline as a hitter, you might be looking at a 3-0 count instead of going back to sit on the bench.
Here's Jay Bruce now. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Tapped out in front of home. Cervelli gonna have to hurry on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Adam Duvall.
Settling in now, Adam Duvall, and he'll be looking to add on to his 2 RBIs from earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a circle change, but he takes it low, ball 2.
Now, after the home run last time, you can see a more cautious approach this at-bat. They don't want to get burned again.
3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Devin Mesoraco strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0. A runner on first with 2 away. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue. and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Brandon Phillips stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Here comes the first pitch. That's a fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Two down, runners at first and second. This is well struck, high and deep toward the left field corner. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. Reds strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Andrew McCutchen is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Hit hard up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Yeah, and this is something he'll figure out as time goes along. It's not how hard you throw, it's how well you can disrupt a hitter's timing. Growing up, guys are used to just blowing the ball by hitters, but once you get to this level, it doesn't always work out that way.
Now to the plate, Starling Marte. He reached on a single in his first try. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1?
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Ready with the 0-1. Ground ball right side. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
Here's David Freese to stand in. Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Fly ball out toward left center field. Peraza will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Francisco Cervelli stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. That's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Called a strike on the outside corner. 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
Here it is. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. First and second now, 1 man out. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, he allowed the first 2 guys to get on in this inning, and that's something you never want to do. But then he bears down. He gets the previous guy to fly out. Then he comes up with a huge strikeout right here. That's a good job to bounce back just when things were starting to look a little grim.
Josh Harrison gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Things were looking pretty good for him when they got the first 2 men of the inning to reach, but it's all gone downhill since then.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Lined hard toward right center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Zach Cozart is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
The shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Locks ready. Here's the first pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
You can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. Now, that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball in there, 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, the pitcher.
The pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. The throw pulls him off the bag. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Jose Peraza will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
First and second here with nobody out. Now the double steal is on here. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now you can pretty clearly see he's starting to make some mistakes in location, and they're jumping on him. Here, this is out over the plate, and he doesn't miss it. Lines it for an RBI single.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. A.J. Schugel is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Standing in now, Eugenio Suarez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Yeah, nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
None out, runners at first and second. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Hit hard to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Well, this latest dry spell, it's dropped his average all the way under 240. So you'd like nothing more than to string a few of these together and get back into some kind of rhythm at the plate.
Joey Votto will get a shot here in a bases loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Comes set with the 0-1. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
You know, things are bad enough as it is, but if you keep falling behind guys like this, he could make this a 5-run inning with just one swing.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Shot toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
All right, fielder number 32.
Jay Bruce steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 7-0.
And boy, if these guys turn things around from 24 hours ago. Remember, last night, they couldn't do anything. Wound up getting shut out. Tonight, a much, much different story.
Adam Duvall steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
4 runs here in this half inning. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Yeah, he needed that one. You know, something to give him a little bit of confidence.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
He really located when he needed to there. I mean, that might have been the first time in the entire inning that something went his way, but that's an important out right there.
The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
High and deep to right center field. Polanco looking up. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as this lead got even wider.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
Here's Brandon Phillips. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And this one misses to Phillips. It's a ball and a strike. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
And that's low, ball 4.
That's an easy take right there on the 3-2 pitch. Not all that inviting at all. You want to at least make the guy think about hacking up there. Instead, now he's on with 1 away.
Coming to the plate again, Zach Cozart, as he'll bat for the 2nd time in the inning. Ryan Vogelsong is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. First pitch coming, here it is. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Well, still early here, but these guys will look to turn things around in our next broadcast. It comes your way tomorrow here on the show as you get a look at the scheduled starters in that one. Anthony DeSclafani will stand in here, 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time he got the call.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Calling for it, Polanco. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But a big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. We played 4 full. The Reds lead it 10-0. Jordy Mercer will stride forward to lead it off, and I'd imagine he'll do so with some tired legs after being out in the field for that last half inning.
Yeah, that was a killer. He could probably use a minute or 2 on the bench, but he gets pressed right back into action here.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit to third. Suarez over to his left. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Ryan Vogelsong.
Ryan Vogelsong will stand in now, a late entrant to the ball game as he'll be making his first plate appearance here in inning number 5. First offering on its way. Lays off 1-0. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Wow, talk about a difference that 24 hours makes. Yesterday, these guys were hitting everything in sight, but things sure have changed this time around. They haven't been able to get anything going at all.
John Jaso will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well, and we're in the middle of this ball game.
High and deep to straightaway right. Bruce looking up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, with the hole that they've dug themselves here early in the ball game, it's definitely going to be a long road back. But we've seen stranger things happen, and who knows? Maybe we'll look back on this home run as the one shot that got the huge comeback started.
Now batting.
Here's Gregory Polanco.
Gregory Polanco.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
Grounded back up the middle, fielded by Kozar. And a low throw, but he's able to look this one right into the old breadbasket as he hangs on to end the inning. As we go to break, another look at a throw nicely handled at first. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Jose Peraza comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Number 26 is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 26.
Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
All even at 2 and 2. Here it is. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Right. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Into the box, Eugenio Suarez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. It's the Reds 10 and the Pirates 1. And here is Andrew McCutchen now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Maybe a leadoff base runner could get them going and give them a chance. They need to start making a move if they have any hope of getting back in this one.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Up high, 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And that one is a cold strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Definitely not a guy you wanted to lose there. Now you've got something else to worry about besides your command.
Into the box, Starling Marte. He singled his last time up. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Hit in the air to right field. Bruce has it in his sights, and that's the first out of the inning.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
David Freese steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And that pitch count is 88 now. But to me, he looks good to go.
1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Now here's a ground ball for Cozart. This could be 2. Phillips for 1. Back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get 1.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just 1 on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Into the box now, Francisco Cervelli, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. A good pitch there on 0-1 as this is hit foul over to the right side. Strike 2 now. A runner on first with 2 away. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. One and 2. Here it comes. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. Hot shot to third. Scooped up. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Reds 10 and the Pirates 1. And there is Jay Bruce. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
These guys have swung the bat extremely well in this one. They have to be careful, though, about getting comfortable. Still have to make every at-bat count.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Marte going back. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Man, I'll tell you, it seems like all game long he's been on every pitch that he's seen. This one's no exception, and it might be his best swing so far. This just about gets out of here, and he'll wind up at second with a double off the wall.
Adam Duvall will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And he gets ahead with the curveball, strike one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his 9th two-base hit of the year. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Some would say he's showing good patience here, waiting for his pitch. But as a number 5 hitter, I think you need to make something happen.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A runner at second, nobody out. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
That's 2 batters now in the inning, and we've seen a double and now a single. No sense trying to push it at third base as that runner will hold up here. Now they're in business with runners at the corners and nobody out.
Devin Mesoraco will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. He's set and the pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Runners are at first and third with none out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And that misses. 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Just out in front of that one. Still 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Drilled on the ground is short, and a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. And the run is in to score from third.
Tack on another run there. They've put up 11 now in the ball game, and this offense is definitely running on all cylinders.
Into the box now, Brandon Phillips. He drew a walk his first time up. Comes set, now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
Ground ball left side. Harrison has it to second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Now in the box, Zach Cozart. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Runners are at first and third, one away. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The set and the 2-1 pitch. Left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. In to score is the runner from third.
Got a fastball to his liking. It was middle in, so he was able to turn on it and pull it right through the hole to pick up the RBI.
Stepping in now, Anthony DeSclafani, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. And there's ball one. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Well, you could see his mindset at the plate. He's thinking, I got to get out in front here. Try to pull something. Didn't really get a good pitch to do that, though. So he's going to have to go grab a seat.
In now, Jose Peraza, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Reds 12 and the Pirates 1. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Josh Harrison is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Now here's the pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Well, the guy you see right there calling the shots has opted to roll with his starter here to begin his half of the 7th.
And that pitch count is a concern, so he may get the chance to finish this inning off and then call it a night.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game. And he'll just make him throw one over here, 3-1. And that is in there at the letters to run it full, 3-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This is in the air out to right field. Bruce is over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jordy Mercer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only one walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
That's taken now, and it's 2-0 to the Pirates shortstop. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
You know, and these guys could have used a few more long at-bats like this one earlier on in this game. Then maybe this starter would have been out of the game by now.
And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Just hung in there on that one. This is indeed a battle. The 11th pitch coming up. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
And you know what? I think he might have just waved the white flag out there on the mound. His pitch count was already up there to begin with. And I have a feeling that after all the pitches he threw in this at-bat, and then for it to end in a walk, that might be his cue to say, hey, it's time to go. I'm out of here.
Matt Joyce will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Matt Joyce.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Moving under it, Peraza. And that's the second out of the inning.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Into the box, number 26. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
He pulls this one into right, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Number 26 has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Gregory Polanco will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
From the stretch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
You know, guys, you watch the way he's pitched all night, and you'd be surprised to understand that he's thrown a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters he's faced, and he's still pitching such a good game.
Sent on the ground out to second. Phillips is up with it. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Jared Hughes will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Eugenio Suarez will start things off here for Cincinnati with Joey Votto to follow next.
Eugenio Suarez.
Now a check swing here and a little looper. Mercer onto the grass. He's got it one away.
The first baseman.
Yeah, you can see he tried to hold back, but he'd gone too far already, so this becomes a simple little pop-out.
In is Joey Votto now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Harrison is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
How about this out of the bullpen? 3 pitches, 2 outs. Can't do a whole lot better than that.
Digging in, Jay Bruce. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. Ball two.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Looked like that swing was in slow motion. 2-1. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
When you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and start throwing some strikes.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. 2 out, nobody on. Line to the right side, and another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Wow, stay hot, why don't you? He is wearing these guys out. His 3rd double of the game, and I think these guys have seen just about enough of him.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Well, you see there on the graphic, that's now 10 doubles for him on the season. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Andrew McCutchen will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball one. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well. The other one long since departed for the showers. Starling Marte. Ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Shot towards second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Well, I tell you what, watching this guy play, this is pretty routine. He times it perfectly, goes up and gets it right at the apex, and that's a Gold Glover at work right there.
David Freese will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Now the pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
3-0 the count.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Right side hit hard. Phillips showing off his range, and a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Devin Mesoraco gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th.
Devin Mesoraco.
Antonio Bastardo will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Bastardo.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2, and a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start, so he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Brandon Phillips stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. One out, nobody on. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Too high. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Swing and a high chopper. Mercer is there. And they won't have a play as he reaches it first. Let's see how this is scored.
When things are going well, these are the little things that just seem to start going your way. Nothing too amazing here, but this winds up an infield single, and the breaks just keep going their way.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Runners on first with one down. Tap fouled at home plate. Still 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Making him work out there. The ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. Very much a laugher to this point in the contest as you get a look at the line score. 12-1 our score in the late stages of this one. Anthony DeSclafani will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
He waits. Now the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 2 out with the man at first. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
Just too over-aggressive right now. They've got to dial this back a bit.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 9th inning coming up. The Reds are on top, 12-1. Francisco Cervelli will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Well, another look here at this pitch count. At some point, he's got to look into that dugout and say, can a guy get a little help?
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Ready on 1 and 2. Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Josh Harrison will stand in. He flew out his last time up. He's ready now. The pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
That pitch count has gone from high to dangerously high. Now, this is not good territory for any pitcher to be in.
Nobody out, runner on first. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
The 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
It might not be a bad time to have a look over to first and make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Bruce. Still going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
Here comes Brian Price now out of the Reds dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave after 8 strong innings as he couldn't quite make it a complete game, but he's in line for the victory nonetheless. J.J. Hoover will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Hoover.
Jordy Mercer will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want to go down without a fight, so they're going to make these final at-bats count.
Pitch on the way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
high in the air out towards shallow right. Bruce moves over, makes the play, one away.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. But he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get it on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Jung Ho Gong will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 27, Jung Ho Gong.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away.
Just when you think you got a guy figured out, they start him out. Fastball, fastball, and break him down with an 0-2 bender. That didn't take too long.
Into the box now, number 26. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1.
Well, these guys sure have been doing a lot of moaning and groaning tonight. He did not like that call at all.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, and he had his first major league hit earlier in the game. How about a 2-hit game to start things out? Attaboy.
Gregory Polanco struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go over, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Every time he comes to the plate, the pressure gets bigger and bigger. He waited until the 9th inning, but got it done.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it, and the Reds have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
And, you know, they put this one away fairly early. A big 4th inning was the turning point as they cruised home from there.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Jay Bruce. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Reds win this one 12-3. Good night from Cincinnati.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro bus service